10:04 p.m. Tuesday, August 13th, episode number 2019, episode number 739 of UhhYeahDude. My name is Jonathan, and this is Seth.
Did you say 2019?
Yeah.
You know what's going to be really crazy? If you listen to this episode in 2039. Someone's going to do that. Somebody right now is driving or is being driven in their car by the car, and they're thinking, fuck, this is from 20 years ago. 20 years ago. Man.
If only they knew.
If they only knew. Miss those guys. Terrible, the accident.
Such a terrible
the accident.
podcasting accident.
Well, wait a minute. If this is August, that accident happened in October. Wow. They didn't know. I'm going about my life. Enjoy it. In a couple of months. I'll tell you, if we can just get to Sunday, September 15th at MacArthur Park.
Of this year.
2019, for the second annual LA Reggae Vegan Fest.
In MacArthur Park?
MacArthur Park.
Don't go barefoot.
Wow.
I want to get a fucking...
You got to go full tactical into there.
Tetanus shot if you're
Hey,
go
sir, are you
fucking-
full tactical?
Except for my shoes. I'm barefoot, full tactical.
Barefoot, full tack. Vegan chili chiles. And this reggae artist I've never heard of, but it sounds like reggae. Reggae is a music that I'm sure if you understood it, you could get the fine nuances of it, but yet I have a feeling that the reggae sounds quite similar.
No matter what.
No matter what. From Peter Tosh right on down to whoever we're going to be seeing in MacArthur Park. Close your eyes. Could you tell me I can't.
It's reggae, though.
I can't. It is reggae. Did I step? Oh, shit.
I got a needle.
I'm out.
I'll be at the ER.
I'll be out.
I'll be in urgent care.
Wow.
Grab me some of those nachos.
Dirty here.
When is that? That sounds fun.
That sounds fun.
Dangerous, I mean.
Dangerously exciting.
That whole area is yet to see the overhaul, if you will.
If you will.
Other areas.
That other places.
That almost all of Los Angeles has
seen.
seen. It's very different in that little quadrant.
Very different.
The storefronts and the swap meets and the park itself. I almost moved there.
Almost moved down to MP?
The American Cement Building.
Oh, really? Love that building.
Went there, saw a place. She called me a week later.
They shoot in that high rise. They shoot fancy porn, I think, up in that building.
Do they?
I think.
She called me afterwards and was like trying to lower the rent in order. She wanted me to rent a place so bad there, and at the time it wasn't insanely expensive, and now it's so expensive. So I guess I fucked up. But then I would have to live there, which is a kind of a crazy.
How good would that be on the 15th?
Right, come September.
Just open up the windows. What is that? Is that Peter Tosh? Can't be.
USA Today Snapshots, a survey of a Gallup poll conducted from March 1st to March 10th of 2019 of 1,039 adults. Margin of error is plus or minus 4 percentage points.
Okay.
Give or take.
Things can't be perfect.
Are nuclear power plants safe? The percentage of Americans who say that they are is 47%. 49% say that they're not safe.
Okay, that's
4% have no opinion whatsoever.
what was it again? Nebulous pie? What did you say? I would say
almost 50% think totally safe.
I have no idea. I would say unsafe. Just I don't know. And I'm not a scientist.
And you didn't watch Chernobyl.
And I didn't watch Chernobyl. So would that sway? Would that turn it for me?
I think that would switch you. That would move you to one side of the fence or the other.
It could take me right to push the needle.
Yeah.
But I don't. It's Russian, so it don't matter to me.
Right.
They don't. It doesn't even exist as if they fuck it. Of course they fucked it up.
Right.
All I can imagine people are telling me to watch Chernobyl. All I know is probably like in the first scene, there's a nuclear meltdown, and they're all like in those terrible accents, like, "Oh, let's drink vodka. Nothing's happening," and it's just like,
Oh, I think something that they chose to do with the show as a creative device that I think you would dislike even more than
they hire British actors to do
They're
it.
all British and all doing British accents. So there are no Russian accents in the show. Everyone is Russian, but everyone speaks with a British accent. Just about.
Oh my God.
I think the idea there was better to have them all doing just one accent than to have a bunch of different people doing a bunch of different versions of like
Jacked
super
up.
cheeky, like
Yeah.
not good, like, you know, like campy ass
Totally.
Russian,
Yeah.
oh good,
Yeah.
you're taking it. Like,
bit parts, like actors from different countries.
Yeah.
Once you throw
because
that
it's a
all
massive
together.
cast.
Yeah.
So they just did all Brits.
So they did just
However,
British
there's
stage actors.
But then there's a few people that aren't Brits in there trying to do British accents, but they're like maybe hybriding like
Oh
a
my
English
God!
Russian
So
thing.
Russian community theater actors trying to do British stage accent voices.
That gets a little rough.
Oh, but
Later-
drinking vodka and literally not paying any attention, I'm sure, to a nuclear
a
meltdown.
lot of vodka drinking.
Several episodes before anyone is like,
I guess they do drink vodka there a lot.
"Oh no, they love vodka." They freeze outside for it. Not safe though.
Probably not.
But all the people were like, "Wicked safe."
Probably not right.
Okay.
I mean,
But that's so
totally
many.
safe until they're not. But once they aren't,
like-
super not.
But isn't that everything? So
Ultra not safe.
how do you want to look at it? Half full, half empty. Everything eventually is wildly unsafe.
Oh,
you know?
or that everything is safe until it isn't.
Everything is wildly safe until it isn't. Seatbelts, super safe until you're pinned inside the automobile and can't get it off of you. Then you're hitting it and you say, "This is unsafe."
When you're underwater.
When you're underwater. And you didn't buy one of those little things that
Little
you're supposed
rippers.
to buy.
The cutters?
That pops the window.
But that window don't help to pop if you can't get your goddamn seatbelt off. You got to get a popper that also has a seatbelt cutter.
So if you go to the merch, UID, so,
Window shattering.
so it's a, and
seatbelt
then it
slicer.
cuts. Patch.
That's what my fucking knife that my dad got me is.
Okay.
It's a window basher, a seatbelt slasher, and a fucking
And a bean
bean
spoon.
dip spooner.
Queso bean dip spooner. Perfect. I don't know. Just tell me if we need to know this. Google is adding audio podcasts to its search results alongside videos, photos, and web links. Does that mean anything?
I think it does.
You'll be able to play podcasts directly from within Google. I don't know what that means. Does that mean anything?
I think it's could bode well for us.
Okay.
Especially with Jeff and all his amazing show notes and everything.
Okay. So it says
Because people could search those things and they could ostensibly show up within a search engine because
Okay.
we can those keywords are contained within our descriptions.
I guess Google or Alphabet or whatever. Thanks for catching up. Thanks.
It's pretty wild.
You're a pretty big company. It took 13 and a half years.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, we didn't pick the most
What?
the medium we chose doesn't seem to demand
The
most,
medium chose us.
doesn't seem to demand the kind of respect other mediums do.
Jonathan,
And even those are struggling. so-
respect this. You gave me this.
I delivered it to you.
You delivered it to me. Help us stop the biggest crime done to humanity. Voice to skull and electromagnetic weapons. The 1%, those are the biggest corporations. Google. And the biggest corporations and institutions. They're keeping us controlled, repressed, and sick. People's health is being compromised, their bodies distorted, their families torn apart, their minds and genitals stimulated and controlled, including children. Stimulated and controlled. People's lives, they've been steered in the wrong direction. Addictions, symptoms, emotions have been created with extreme surveillance, intimate parts of our lives recorded through television, computers, mirrors, and holes in ceilings. Whoa. Anybody is susceptible, but children, women, the elderly, minorities, and the low income suffer the most. 98% do not know this torture is inflicted on them. This torture is similar to slavery and the Holocaust because the whole body is hacked, then stimulated and controlled remotely. Oh, I was almost in. You totally lost me on that. Don't bring those real things
you have to understand
into this.
The level of severity that we're dealing with here.
Oh, is that what they're trying to do? They're trying to take the two worst events of recorded human psyche civilization just to say that's what's happening again. Okay. How can you help? By shining the light on this underground crime. Research voice-to-skull electromagnetic weapons. Make copies and pass it on. Ask JPL to help us.
Me?
Jonathan? Dog. Is that why you... Was that your plan? That's why
Listen, I can't help unless you ask me so. I had to get it to you because I'm not allowed... I'm obligated not to help unless I'm asked.
The IT community? You mean the movie? It too? The IT community. Contact scientists, activists, journalists, local politicians, investigative reporters, podcasters, any form of media. We need your help. People are being tortured and molested because the FBI and the police are aware but unwilling to help us. This is a gentleman named Jorge Valima. He lives at 1167 North Hobart. I think we might have read something else that he put up on a telephone pole. I'll have to, if that address rings a bell.
Just so you know, though, in 2008, Wired magazine put out an article.
My God.
Saying that the Army had a very strange webpage on voice-to-skull weaponry, and they had removed it from their website.
Oh, my God.
I mean,
it's real.
I mean, it's a real theory.
1167 North Hobart Boulevard, Apartment 1, Los Angeles.
Steady tone near the high end of the hearing range, say around 15,000 hertz.
Listen, I went to Richard Lighthouse's website because Jorge told me to. Everyone in the United States is being tracked with satellite microwave pulses directed at your head. This is not a joke. Try this.
Try what?
We can't do this right now, but I want you to remember this. Firmly cup your hand over one ear while in a very quiet room. So this is something you'll do when you get home. Firmly cup your hand over one ear while in a very quiet room. Hold it for 60 seconds. You will begin to hear the microwave, quote-unquote, bullets that are hitting your head from cell towers. It will sound like popcorn popping in a distant room. You can also place your hand firmly on the top back part of your head. Hold it there for 60 seconds. You will begin to feel the pops and pulses on your knuckles. The top of your hand will begin to tingle because that's where the satellite,
getting us.
It tracks right back there.
I think this is real.
Okay. So when you get home, do that. Firmly, one hand over in a very quiet room. Get everything. I want you to do this at like 3:30 in the morning. Wait for it. And I think what is going to happen is you're going to hear the microwave bullets hitting your head from the towers. I mean, I know you will. So maybe somebody else do it. Because you're going to come back and be like, I fucking heard it. And I felt it. And it's real. My genitals were stimulated.
I mean, it's a thing.
I mean, the Army had it. They took it down. Oh, man. You'll feel your hand tingle. And what are they going to do? What are they doing, though? Why is that to do that? But their genitals are stimulated? Why is that?
Why not?
And I guess through the TV and the computers, but holes in the ceiling?
That seems a little rudimentary with all the other
I mean,
tech.
to go from 5G
satellite
electromagnetic satellite technology. Oh, and also, by the way, look under your couch.
The AC vent.
Because they're underneath your couch.
5G voice to skull.
All right.
That's what it's all about. That's why they're trying to get this shit out.
Yep, trying to get it out good. Ping.
Quibi. It's all fucking...
Katzenberg. That's it. Katzenberg. Burger, bun, buns, ass, stimulate, genitals. Wait a minute. Wait one gosh darn minute.
Voice to skull.
Meg
That's
Whitman?
what 5G is about.
Meg Whitman, Meg, backwards, gem, crystal, healing, vortex, skull. Holy fucking shit. All right, we got to stop the show.
You got to turn
Ping.
the show off.
We got to turn it off. I got to check for holes in the ceiling.
Turn the show off. I'm going in on this shit later.
You got to go in late night when it's quiet.
And you're crazy.
And you're crazier. You got to go in when you're most crazy so you can believe it. Waste time.
Fuck, man. Harpers Index. Portion of high school athletes who receive a college athletic scholarship is 1 in 50.
All right. So
1/50th. Maybe.
So
let's
in the
say.
United States, you look out at a field with 50 athletes. Let's say on a football team, there's, NFL roster.
Is that
you
the
got
same
53.
thing? 1 in 50 and 1/50th?
I don't know. That's not 1/50th. That's too much. It's just easier to imagine 50 hard bodies. All right?
Ripped,
taut hard bodies. One of those students will receive a college scholarship.
Now, of the high school athletes' parents who believe that their child will receive...
So we got 100 people in the bleachers. Go, go, go.
Yeah. That believe their child will receive...
Aggressive. B-E, aggressive. B-E-A-G-G-R-E-S-S-I-V-E. Those are 100 parents in unison.
Pumping. The number of high school parents who believe their child will get a college scholarship is 1 in 2.
Okay.
Now,
it's a little bit of a discrepancy.
And obviously all parents want the best, want to believe that the best is coming for their child. Only thing I would say about this is that I am actually surprised that the number of children who receive them is actually as high as it is. Maybe that doesn't seem like impossible odds. Like if if you're like, oh, I'm crazy about this and I want to do it. Like I'm not saying you could become a professional, but you certainly could get a full ride to a college somewhere to do it. I mean, 1 in 50 isn't like
you're right. The 50
it's not terrible.
Should be at 1 out of like 1,000.
I would think.
It's like 50. You're like, I just got to set my alarm earlier. Get at it.
Just get at it.
If it ain't bending, you pretending.
Just me and my grind.
Get at it.
Just me and my grind.
No better feeling, man.
Than getting at it.
4:30, alarm goes off. I mean, you're with fucking Bella. You're with Bella like on a boat.
Talking about the Bulldogs?
No, I'm talking about Hadid.
Oh.
But yeah, you're with a 14-year-old
football player.
Actually, yeah, you're a writer on Bella and the Bulldogs in your dream. The alarm goes off. You don't want to get up, but fuck, dog. You do it.
But fuck, dog.
But you look down at that sweat,
Yeah.
We got to get up earlier than the next guy, so maybe set the alarm for 3:30 instead of 4. Oh, shit. Somebody's at the fucking gym at 3:30? Let me set the alarm for 3:15. Wait a minute. You realize you're in a loop here, and this might fuck you, because there's always gonna be somebody getting up earlier. I'm going to set the alarm for 3. Your schedule is real fucked up, because there's someone working out at 2. I'll set it for 1. So when do you sleep? Because you always keep... 1 in 50 is not that... I think it's more just... What in the world, by the time your kid is 18 years old, and what in the world would make you think watching your kid be like that bad at what they do as a sport would make you think that they're going to get a college scholarship?
Well,
you just watch your son miss like 7 of 9 free throws. Like, what would possibly make you think you want that? Obviously, but what would make you think that?
I would say that it's probably a few things. One, you don't want to be the person who breaks that news to your child, because you don't want that child to blame you or correlate you with
their failure
this
or free
heartbreaking
throws?
Realization
That they can't make a free throw. Go underhand. You obviously can't do it the traditional way.
So there's that.
That's what I yell.
There's, I think maybe the rose tinted glasses that you see your child through.
Yes.
Because it is your child, your beloved. That maybe everything they do is maybe a bit better in your eyes than it is maybe objectively in the world.
Hey, they're only worth 1 point. Who cares if he missed 7 out of 9?
And then,
right?
And then there is also the delusion that I think all of us are a little bit affected by is that we just believe that it's
gonna work out
better than we are at things.
And that you also that you gambled away the college fund anyway, and
that's your only.
This is really the chances here.
This is it.
Hopefully, it's not. I'm sure a lot of things. It's. So I watched a thing. It might have been on Real Sports. It was about that if concussions keep happening in football, essentially what you're going to have is the only kids that play football are going to be the poorest kids, regardless of. Ethnicity or just people like white kids, black kids, just from
it's leaned a bit that way
almost
already.
In a military sense of like, this is our, I have no
we know
other.
This is bad for you, but if you are desperate enough to do it, we'll let you do it.
Yeah. So, I mean, if it's not already bad enough to watch football, imagine it in 20 years when like the waiver you have to sign because of what we know, like, but I think for this, it's more. Or maybe because also everything I watch, kids are, they play sports like year round. They start when they're so fucking. It used to just kind of be, if you were, I don't ever think a million years ago when I was a kid, that anyone's parents or people were doing it with any chance that anyone was going to be doing this in a professional manner. I mean,
Tim played on a varsity basketball team with Baron Davis, who wound up becoming a professional NBA player, as well as Austin Crozier, I think, who also
interesting
was a NBA player. So, but I don't think I ever knew anyone firsthand that I was like, oh, this person's like trying to go pro. Not. I guess maybe skating and snowboarding. But at that time, that wasn't...
Yeah.
It's not like they were going to the X Games. Like, it was like going pro as a snowboarder was like, oh, I like win shit and like get free shit. I mean, it hadn't quite like moved into the zone that it is now or something like that. But I don't think I ever knew anyone that was like, I'm going to be an Olympic track star or something.
There's just...
Yeah. I don't know when that... What the... It certainly seems as though maybe even my brother's upbringing, there was more parents saying like, you know what it is? I think maybe it became a thing where they realized, oh, if you have enough money, you can basically pay for your kid to get the best training all the way through, and they will ultimately get a shot at it because you've been able to pay for them to go through all the ranks, as opposed to like, this kid's a natural, like, let's pave the way for him so that they can, or her, so that they
basically,
can get...
because my parents didn't send me to Bolletary in Florida is the only reason why I wasn't the second bad boy of tennis.
My brother was going to, like, Michael Jordan basketball camp, and I think at that point we thought, like, Ben might go pro.
Nah. Oh, boy. Money. Oh, that camp of all these kids at camp.
Ben said he was going to go pro, and the first thing he was going to do was buy the old Malibu house back for us.
Buy it back. How'd that work out?
He was very good.
Oh my, he was very good.
He was very good.
Very good pro good.
He was
professional basketball player good.
Material.
12 guys to a team.
He was pretty good.
Tough.
But maybe not that good.
Tough.
But he stopped pursuing it at a certain point. And I think
you can't. That's just it, Jonathan. You can never stop.
Should still be at it.
He should still be at it.
Playing
How old
on like
is he
an
now?
and one team.
Yeah, so he's like getting like Cubes League.
Yeah.
I mean, he's what? He's gonna be 33,
31,
31,
32,
33,
33.
That was 10 years younger than you. You're gonna be how old?
I'm already how old?
Oh yeah, you already had that. How do you feel? Do you feel wiser?
I feel.
You're 40. How old are you? 42. Wow, that must be amazing. God, that's young. God, that's young.
It came and went without
unceremoniously, the way it should.
Pretty much no abject panic.
Nope.
No real reflection.
Nope. Don't need to.
I feel fine.
Grounded, certainly. You're not
I do have some goals.
You're not turning 46.
I do have some goals.
Okay. That's good.
What are you doing for your 46th birthday?
Thinking about that I'm about
50.
Very close to being 50.
What you're going to do for your 50th? I mean, we're going to be in Hawaii for your 50th.
Jonathan, a 50-year-old person is like a 100-year-old person.
That's not true.
Okay. I like your attitude.
I don't think that's at all true. But you being 50 is psychotic. I mean, it's like out of my depths of
not comprehension.
I cannot grasp
Couldn't
that.
comprehend it.
Cannot comprehend that. Not something I feel as though is on our horizon at all. And for all intents and purposes, it isn't. Because
we live every day.
Well, one, but also that's
in the
still
moment.
Enough time that like we will be different people by then. Thank God. I don't want to be this
Promise
person
me that.
then. We'll
Promise
definitely
me
be
that.
different.
Promise me
We
that.
have to be.
Gotta be.
Where were we that much time ago behind us?
I'll go back. I'll listen to the whole year's episode.
I guarantee you it's a different place and time. But we're going to Hawaii for your 50th.
I love this.
I mean, I'm not saying we're not going to go there 12 times before that, but I'm saying
course.
50, like we're going to have people come out.
Okay.
It'll be like a wedding.
Wow.
Hawaiian wedding.
Wedding.
Seth's 50th Hawaiian
Seth
wedding.
and Moana. I'm going to take you to Kentucky. I'm going to take you to the first ever Hometown Rising Country Music and Bourbon Festival. It's going to take place September 14th and 15th. And it's got stars. Luke Bryan, Keith Urban, and his Frosted Tips. Going to have highlights. He's going to play, but he's also going to do a workshop on how to highlight your tips.
A panel.
A panel. It's at the Highland Festival grounds at the Kentucky Expo Center. I checked the lineup out. They just released that. You got yourself some Bret Michaels, and you got yourself some Mason Ramsey. So I have a feeling we're going to get a collab there between Bret and Mason, I would think.
Why?
I would think maybe In Every Rose Has Its Thorn with Mason would really get a bourbon fucking crowd really riled up. You know?
Yeah.
Bret comes out with the fucking rag and the hat and
The hair, the fake
the
hair.
rig out,
Sewn into
the
his
boots, the fucking bedazzled jeans. He comes out, he's got that guitar, but then Yodel Fuckboy with a rose in his mouth, he comes walking out in the crowd because they're on bourbon.
They're on the bourbon.
They're on bourbon.
They've been on bourbon.
Been
for
on
2
bourbon.
days.
They've been on bourbon for 20 years.
Their
but
whole lives.
especially this weekend. And then it just... That duet of those voices.
Yeah. Every rose has its thorn.
Those voices. Gorgeous velvet voices. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I'll be at the Rolling Stones next week. What do you think's going to happen there?
You'll have a good time.
A great time? Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Maybe not great. Where is that? Staples Center?
Rose Bowl, the way it should be.
That's gonna be a enormous event. Doc, I think you will be like, holy shit! That's the Rolling Stones up there, and then for a little while in the middle of it, you're gonna be like, ugh. And then by the end of it, you're going to be like, this was amazing. I'm so glad I did this.
Again, but then
There'll be a couple of ughs.
Crazy.
Last time I saw the Stones,
Was that Steel Wheels? What was that?
it was Guns N' Roses, Living Color, and the Stones David Faustino was sitting in the row in front of us.
My God.
My dad was with me. I don't know if my mom came to that.
Wow.
I know my mom and dad and I all went to the Full Moon Fever Tom Petty tour together, and all of us were like, we knew every song, every word.
Wow.
But the David Faustino Rolling Stones concert, I remember that was at the Coliseum.
The David Faustino Rolling Stones concert.
Needless to say, I was more interested in seeing Living Colour and Guns N' Roses
Yeah,
than
you
I was
were.
the Stones.
How did that treat you?
Well, I was
Seeing fucking Vernon on that stage.
I mean, for me, most of the time, I was hoping that David Faustino would see my dad and introduce himself, and that we would become buds.
You would
and
be
so I was
best
a little
buds.
preoccupied with that.
So almost not paying any attention to the music and more staring down at Bud Bundy.
And then in the first time in my recollection,
Yes.
smelled an odor wafting
What is
through.
that sweet
And I asked
odor?
my father, I said, Dad, I kept going, Dad, what's that smell? Dad, what's that smell? And it seemed so sweet and so familiar.
That sweet, sweet leaf.
Uh,
I got that when we had a fucking seminar, a fucking assembly, when they brought in the drug dudes and they burned it. And I said, that smells like my papa. It smells like when Dad took me to the go-karts and he walked away.
and then he came back.
And then he came back.
And he hugged me.
And he hugged me.
Did you... Obviously, you didn't raise your hand and say that.
Narc it. Boom.
That's my dad.
That's my papa smell. Throw out the address.
But did you...
Make a right at the sunny corner. You'll find him. He'll be doing it. That's what my dad smells like.
Oh, shit, man. What? How are we supposed to know?
How are you supposed to live in this world
We didn't know.
without a little help?
Did you confront your father about that afterwards? Did you say anything to anyone? Did you tell anyone?
No.
Who did you tell?
No, because then the assembly, it said that they turned like fucking, they were showing like a
But they
bunch.
burned weed?
Yeah, they burnt, but I don't know. I mean, spice, like I don't know what. Yeah.
I mean, if nothing smells like
They
that.
showed a video of a bunch of fucking kids with Camaros and like
cutting themselves
vests,
in half.
doing like cocaine at like a fucking Woods keg party. And by that point, we were all just like,
I wanna get-
yes, please. Smoking. And we were just like, this is like the best movie ever. Like a 16 millimeter film. Like
Hot girls.
This is actual footage of hot girls making out with dudes that drink beer. You don't want it. Okay.
Yeah.
See, what they do is they wear really short denim jeans and just bikini tops. And they'll make out with the first guy with a solo cup full of beer. And that's not something you want. This movie is like, you guys are fucking up with this movie. So what they do is they turn this rock music up loud. And oh, look, it's a Z28 T-top. Ugh. You don't want that. You want something more practical, right? Your movie is not working.
Tough.
They're doing their best. Well, everyone's doing their best. Just trying to build things up, not tear them down. And you'll end up in the woods, away from parental supervision, where the music's loud and the beer is cold. The cars are hot, but so are the women. Boo! Like, fuck. Praying to get to high school.
It's I remember so many of those attempts at I mean, because for me, my dad was sober, so before I started doing drugs, I was like, yeah, like I was all about it.
Totally.
I was like, yeah, I'm sober, basically.
I'm a sober man. You're 13.
So I mean, I was always like, I felt an affinity for these people that were trying to keep people away from drugs and alcohol, because to me,
Some nerds.
it was a dangerous thing that my
Life
my
or
father
death.
narrowly
Matter
escaped.
of life and death.
And then that happened,
Yeah, that happened.
and I got a taste of that.
Got a taste because you thought like, oh, look, we're in this kind of odd auditorium, and I guess there's a lot of Entenmann's cakes, and there's a lot of guys that look like I have a fellowship. This is fun. And then you went to a few more meetings, and you were like, and so I don't have to come here and talk to all these old ass fucking sober fools and eat this Entenmann's. I can just go like take acid. Let me think of what I want to do. Okay, I want to go to a church auditorium in Reseda at 10 a.m. on a Sunday and talk to a bunch of old fucking heads about how they used to get fucked up. Or I could take acid with my friends. Let me think what I want to do, Dad. Bye. And then Les began the struggle. Back and forth and back and forth.
Forever.
Forever and always.
During the course of a deep space mission, astronauts are routinely in various degrees of peril. Depending on which Hollywood sci-fi thriller you choose, these intrepid explorers are at the mercy of malicious aliens, psychotic computers, or collisions with asteroids or space debris. While these might all be possible concerns, remote or otherwise, the greatest real danger to astronauts...
There was an alien one I thought I heard in there.
Malicious aliens, psychotic computers, collisions with asteroids, or space debris. While these might all be possible concerns...
Well, one of them's not possible. Just take out that, again, that one.
While these all might be possible concerns, remote or otherwise, the greatest real danger to astronauts may in fact be one that cannot be seen. Space radiation. The Earth's atmosphere and magnetic field largely protect life on the planet from cosmic radiation. When astronauts travel beyond the protective bubble, energetic particles called galactic cosmic rays bombard their bodies. Galactic cosmic rays are thought to be the remnants of supernovae, and contribute to
I think it's champagne supernovae.
No,
oh, I love that fucking song.
It's a plural of
Of
multiple
novae.
supernova.
It's a champagne supernovae. Again? Remember how big they were?
So stupid.
Do you remember how fucking big they were?
Worst band.
They were like so big.
Worst band. I'd rather blow all of you two than go to an Oasis concert.
Is it because they got so big there, it got foisted on us and they duped us? What was it?
They duped the world.
They duped the world.
For a minute.
How'd they do that?
By stealing Beatles songs.
Damn it, right place, right time. Man, they were big.
I mean, they were so big that they both still get like, you still see them like all the time, and then they'll like book a concert in like Hyde Park, and like one of the brothers won't show up, and like 900,000 kids.
That's what I mean. I think I think they did that. They did
the
that.
Brits did that.
Yeah,
it's their fault. For
it's
sure.
definitely their fault.
Yeah, but yeah, they couldn't pull that shit here.
Oh, they couldn't pull that shit here. We're at Grant Park in Chicago. Oh, there's only 600 people here. Fuck. Sorry. Just
Supernovae.
I just love that song when they hear that on the radio.
Contribute to the space radiation environment along with protons and helium nuclei ejected from our sun. Now, new research shows how exposure to radiation affects human health. The most worrisome consequence of these radiation exposures are the adverse effects on the astronauts' brains.
Ooh.
According to the results of this new study in mice, exposure to cosmic rays impairs brain functions, causing problems with learning, memory, and mood that may, if the results hold true for humans, influence a person's ability to adapt and respond in unexpected or stressful situations.
Yeah, not supposed to be there.
This outcome could jeopardize astronaut safety and mission success. Essentially, the space travel fries the brain, causing permanent, irreversible damage.
Have fun. You went there.
Hope it was worth it.
Hope it's all worth it. Because Mars isn't spelled M-I-R-S. Astronaut, now that you're back. Where did you go? Mars. Backwards S like a little rascals. What happened up there? I don't know. Super fun. Yeah, your brain got all fried, homie.
Well, I mean, how much do you got to go up there? How many times do you got to go up there before?
All people fucking talk about or want to do is go there.
Well, we have to.
We do?
Eventually.
Well, eventually, maybe in like, I don't know, maybe thousands of years or something?
I wouldn't say that long.
I mean...
Hundreds?
Why don't... Really?
Hundreds, maybe.
I think if we focused our attention, like my dear friend Adrian Grenier, and just got rid of some more straws, we could probably post it up right down here.
For thousands of more years?
As long as you listen to Adrian. Get rid of the straws.
And that being said, I mean, they didn't come up with how to make a canoe the day that they needed a canoe.
Who needed this canoe?
Just saying, it takes a minute.
The native Chumash? Who needed this canoe?
It takes a while to figure out how to do what we need to do.
No, canoe real quick. You're on land. Someone's running at you. You see the water. I got to make something I can get in it. Probably about a week. Canoe probably took about a week. Took 15,000 years for them to realize they could put something in the water and get away from the people chasing them.
It's tough.
It's so tough. Now this U.S. government officials in 2014 revealed an alarming safety issue. Passenger cell phones and other types of radio signals could pose a crash threat to some models of Boeing 737 and 777 airplanes. Have we done this? This sounds familiar. More than 1,300 jets registered in the U.S. were equipped with cockpit screens vulnerable to interference from Wi-Fi. Is that a real thing? Mobile phones and even outside frequencies such as weather radar, according to the Federal Aviation Administration, which gave airlines until November of 2019 to replace these units. Well, today, potentially hundreds of planes worldwide are still flying with these unsafe systems that have not been made up to date, cited in a FAA report. But they give them they said it had to be flight critical data, including airspeed, altitude, navigation, could disappear and result in loss of airplane control at altitude insufficient for recovery. Well, that's, quote, result in loss of airplane control at an altitude insufficient for recovery. It's a beautiful. Who wrote
Poetic.
that? I love that. Usually when people are like grabbing the phones and calling, what's going on? We're at an altitude that's insufficient for a possible landing or recovery. Love you. But I also love your sister. I'm so sorry. Why don't they fix shit?
I don't know, but I feel bad because I never turn my shit off.
But you don't have to. This can't. I don't know. Maybe I can't.
Everyone puts it on airplane
Everyone
mode.
does what they do.
I don't touch that shit.
Yeah.
I want my shit to die at the last possible moment. I want it to come back online at the earliest possible moment.
I know you do, but if you do, don't everybody else?
A lot of people.
It's not like people are following rules.
People
love to break rules.
Yeah, but I see
Especially
a lot
when
of
they
people love
think-
to follow them too.
Oh, you think a lot of people are following them
Yeah,
too?
narcs.
Okay.
There's
People
two
that, like-
types of people.
People get their seat up before anyone
There's
even
two types
tells
of
them?
people.
Okay.
There's
people that want
narcs and not narcs.
people that want planes to land and people that want to fucking die on planes.
checking their messages. Honestly, though,
I don't
there's
know.
only two types.
Can
There's somebody that's going to look at you.
fix shit.
I'm stunned. Listen, if it was a real thing,
It was
they
a real
wouldn't
thing that-
leave it up to you to be like, okay, I'll turn it off. Like,
Exactly. If that was an issue,
be like,
it
show me
would-
your fucking phone right now.
put your phone in the. They would want your. If any safety measure in any way relied on the people that are on that fucking
Doing what they're
thing,
supposed to do.
you're right. So
way.
thank you. That's the best. You've just given me great peace of mind.
There's no way.
Well, we asked them to do it. I guess we're all going to die now in a crash.
Because Jonathan needed
Because
to
Jonathan had to check his messages that were about what?
Well, one was a...
Who's the vet calling? And he still owes money. Like, just the vet trying to get at him.
finally still get at him.
Let me get at you. I'm the vet's dentist. I'm going to get you. You on that plane right now? You better hope it goes down. Because I'll come for you.
Hey,
Yeah, you're right. But listen, make it fucking safe.
And work.
I guess it's safe because, they go up and they land and
All the
they're
time.
doing it. But just make it so make it even safer. Get rid of that turbulence too. Can you do that? I guess they can't do anything about that, huh?
man,
Guess they can't do anything about that, huh?
the
Man.
last couple of dudes...
Work on that.
The last couple of flights I was on that were... like the flight back from New York, he fucking, she took a crazy detour to avoid some fucking turbulence.
Your pilot?
Yeah.
Did you hug her after?
No, because I didn't get to see her. We just heard her. I never saw her after the flight. She went like, you can watch the map, and I mean, she does like a dog leg to avoid. And I was like, fuck yeah. I mean, way off. Still got us back to LA before we were
3
supposed
minutes
to get
before
there.
you're supposed to land. Take me to Turks and Caicos, wherever the fuck that is. Anything.
Way out. And set it on the thing. I'm gonna try and dodge some of this.
I'm a baller. Watch this.
Pretty crazy.
I know you guys hate turbulence because you're normal human beings like myself. Watch this move. Zing. Spelled her name out
That's
on the
like
route.
that dude. You see that dude that did that? He was testing a new thing, and he spelled out
Testing a new what?
a new plane. He was testing out some single engine prop plane, and like, I don't know, doing a test of some sort, personal test or a test on the plane or something. But he wrote out in his flight path, it wrote out, "I'm bored" on his fucking flight. So it set it across like the fucking radar thing.
Clever, huh?
Clever.
Sure that wasn't chemtrails?
Might have been.
You sure he wasn't putting something out? It's supposed to ping? Put your hand over
Hope
it.
that's real.
Close your eyes. Close one eye. Put your hand over it. Feel it.
Micropops.
Did you feel that? It's micropops on your knuckles. And what are they doing?
They're controlling us.
And how do they control us? I thought they were stimulating our genitals.
By stimulating us.
What are they doing? Are they controlling our minds or stimulating our genitals? Because those are two totally different things.
They're doing.
Unless they're stimulating our genitals by controlling our minds. A pilot on a 2-hour test flight occupied his time by spelling out UID, America's podcast. Fuck yeah. Thank you, sir.
In North Dakota, in Bismarck, North Dakotans are now allowed to shop on Sunday mornings for the first time since statehood. Blue laws have existed since North Dakota became a state in 1889, stemming from fears that visiting a retail store on Sunday morning would compete with church and erode family values. The National Conference of State Legislatures says about a dozen states have some form of Sunday sales laws, but only North Dakota required most retailers to close from midnight to noon on Sundays. North Dakota once required most businesses to stay closed on Sundays, but that was changed in 1985 to allow grocery stores to be open.
Furious right now.
In 1991,
Shaking right now.
the legislature agreed to allow most businesses to open on Sundays, but not before noon.
Yeah.
So,
How's your fucking state? Get at me, though. 888-842-2357. Honestly, dog. What the fuck? What the actual fuck is going on in this country?
that's how they do it.
How? You couldn't be open from midnight until noon, no matter what your retail business was, because that's a law that they put in place when it became a state, and that was what, in the fucking 1800s?
It takes a while to get.
Yeah,
do things
done it.
sometimes.
No one road anything.
Takes a while.
How's up? How's up? A lot of states. 50 states?
Just about, yeah.
DC? How can they all be so gosh darn different? How is it so possible? How is it all so possible they could be united when they are actually not united, quite different? You motherfuckers. We did it. We did it. Well, about 35 years ago, we let grocery store. Oh, did you? Did you? You fucking motherfuckers. Well, we had to go to church. I had to go to church. Okay, great. So let's say church gets out at 11. What am I going to do now for an hour? Well, you'll have to read in the parking lot. Sorry, sir. Because we don't open until noon. Hey, you just got out of church. Why don't you just open now at 11? Ah! We would, but we can't. Shall we won't, so we wouldn't. Whole state. The whole fucking state.
I mean, there's only like 19 people
There's
in the whole
35
fucking
people
state.
there, 2,000 cattle.
It's not
The cattle
real.
don't give a fuck.
It's not like, it's not like all these people or anything. It's wild, though.
Wild, though. It's really wild, though.
I mean, there's booze ones, which have stuck around for a long time in a lot of other places.
There's a
not
lot
just dry
of
towns, but
probably
dry
bullshit
hours,
things,
dry days, stuff like that.
But you guys done it. It's August of 2019, and now you can be open at 11. Congratulations. Welcome to the world that we've all been living in. Welcome. Oh, thank you for joining us. Welcome, world. 888-842-2357. Share an anecdote with us.
I wonder if it was one of those things, how long it's been like one of those
The
like
tricks? You think people are like...
No, like that. It's like, oh, it's you're not supposed to be, but like people do and nobody
That's
enforces
what I mean. Like,
it.
no, we crack the doors open at 11. It's all good.
we just open and like nobody says anything.
888-842-2357. No one
Actually.
Seth,
it's just like a thing.
Seth, calm down. Get a fucking...
Stop screaming.
Get a vegan waffle. Stop screaming. It's 10.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Never
We'll
been
find
there.
out.
We will.
Never been there. But that's the beauty of this. As we build things up, not tear them down, we can throw that voicemail out. Someone will call from North Dakota, and they'll share a funny story, a poignant story, maybe a story of redemption, acts of courage or heroism. Because I needed to get into the store to get gauze and bandage because of the accident. But I couldn't get into the store because it was only 11. So my papa died.
I'm sure there's been arrangements for that kind of thing.
Or you can break a
Medical
window.
emergencies.
Medical
You're allowed to
emergencies.
break
You're
windows.
allowed to open after church. You're allowed to open after church? How was church? Hey, why don't you go to fucking church earlier? Why don't you go at 6 like Jesus wants you to? Get out at 7 and open at 8. Well, Jesus likes when I go to 11 o'clock mass. Not a thing. Go to church early. And open your shit up. I open at noon. I'm sorry. It's just the way we've always done it since the 1800s. Can't we just have less fucking bullshit? People just stay out of people's shit. And if someone lives in North Dakota and they sell fucking things, I don't know what you would sell that you need to be open before noon, but maybe you just want to be open before noon. And can't you just say, fuck off? I open at 11 at my head shop.
Definitely not a head shop.
Not a head shop.
Anything else than that.
Shit.
Those definitely can't be open.
I don't know. I make custom fucking horse saddles.
I'm a morning man.
I'm a morning man. I feel better from 10 to noon.
I work better.
I work better and I sell better in the morning.
My best work.
My best work happens in the morning. Hey, you know what? Fuck off. I sell custom-made horse saddles, and I'm only open from midnight to noon Sunday mornings. What's up with that? That's what I hope. Somebody calls and they say, you know what? I make custom horse saddles. I actually open my business. We're only open for 12 hours now. Midnight to noon on Sunday.
Custom horse saddles. I mean, listen. A community is allowed to,
A stage bigger than a community.
But a state is
Allowed to do what it wants. Like not let you smoke weed there.
I know.
But dog, I make custom fucking horse saddles. And when my work is popping, it's after I had some of that fucking grass. Hashish.
Around 10:30.
Around 10:30. Oh, you can't smoke hashish here. No, I don't think you understand. I'm an adult man. I own a business that sells custom horse saddles. Well, you live in North Dakota. You can't smoke weed. I don't even know. I should check it out. But I don't think that's probably in the mix of a weed place.
It's easy enough to find out.
Oh, man. People always talking about standing on people's business, but people love to be in people's business, don't they? Isn't that the truth? Oh, just let me be. I want to be in my business. Yeah, well, my business is weed and fucking horse saddles, and it happens at 3 a.m. on Sunday. Let me be. Oh, yeah, dude.
Decriminalized in North Dakota.
Okay.
25th state to decriminalize weed. Okay. This was from May of 2019.
All right. So basically the whole country you can smoke weed. There's like, well, you said 25th, so I guess in 25. Find me a state that you can. Let me yell about that state for 3 minutes before we get out of here. Find me one state I can't smoke a fucking joint in. Oh, yeah, dude. America, in D.C., in Puerto Rico. Do we have any other holdings?
What?
D.C., Puerto Rico. Anything else that we're American Samoa.
Yeah, I mean, nothing, no other holdings.
Okay.
I mean, not that we recognize
Yet.
as holdings.
Yet. Through the eyes of two American Americans, America's podcast. 739 episodes. August of 2019, started in February of 2006. February, March, April, May, June, July, August. Okay, it's about, what's that? About 13 and a half years of intense podcasting.
Decriminalized, not legalized.
Okay, so that can still make me mad.
No, it's pretty good. It's basically doesn't allow you to have, I think you can have up to a half ounce and it's...
Well, I want an ounce. So what's up? So what's up?
The law makes it so that first-time possession of up to half an ounce of marijuana is no longer a criminal misdemeanor that carries the potential for jail time, but instead it is an infraction that only carries a fine.
So I got to pay money. So that's illegal. So to smoke weed, I have to give you money. I got to give it to my dealer and to the fucking state.
The issue with these types of decriminalizations is that it keeps a ban on selling marijuana, which means that users have no legal source for the drug.
Yeah, my fucking boy Ja. He sends it to me from LA. Please come back for episode 740. Please tell a friend about UhhYeahDude, America's podcast. Please call the voicemail 888-842-2357 if you live in North Dakota. Tell me about this beautiful state. Tell me, if I go to that state, well, I guess we'd have to pick which city. What are your favorite landmarks? What are some of your favorite places? Share some of your memories. Fargo, North Dakota. They probably do maybe a Fargo movie festival every year. They probably show Fargo. It's probably a real big thing there, right?
I don't know. Maybe it's bigger in other places than the place where it actually is, right? Isn't that always...
No, it's not the case. I'm sure they have like everything's probably, you probably get to an airport and it's probably fucking that Marge lady on fucking everything. Mugs, fucking oven mitts. I want to walk that airport with Buscemi. Is there an airport in Fargo? There's got to be.
Buscemi in the show, or is he just in the movie?
Just in the movie. Maybe we can get him on the show. That's a great idea. Season 4.
He's busy, right?
He's always busy.
Works.
Should. National treasure.
Dunder Mifflin clothing
merch
is like, I'm like obsessed now.
But you hated, now you're back.
Oh no, I hate it.
Okay.
It makes me want to
Die.
attack people.
Yeah, physically rip it off their bodies.
And I think it's everywhere now.
Oh, it's everywhere. You know where you're going to see it more than anywhere? In an airport.
Airport,
That's peak.
not selling it though. People
wearing it. Oh,
it's like I'm in my comfy clothes.
I'm
like,
in my American airport clothes. Dunder and a Mifflin. Yeah, that's the
Shroot
one.
Farm beat shit. I'm like
anything.
I want to fucking
anything.
die.
Yeah.
Like, how the fuck did you buy that? Where did you get it? Where do you get it? TheOffice.com?
TheOffice.com.
Is that where you get it?
Maybe like NBC's. I don't know.
I guess so.
I don't know.
Who gets paid on that?
I don't know.
Everybody?
Hopefully.
Dwight Schrute? Does he get fucking...
I don't know. No, probably you would probably have like bobbleheads. Yeah, I don't imagine you get a cut of your...
Ricky Gervais is making a money off that?
He probably gets all of it. Maybe him and then whoever does it. Yeah.
Was it called Dunder Mifflin on the UK show? No. It was like, Scots and Berries or whatever.
Scots and Berries. If I see a Scots and Berries t-shirt in the fucking Birmingham airport, I'm going to rip it off your body.
Fucking kill somebody.
Well, you can't make merch when you only do 3 episodes of a fucking show.
Not allowed.
You're not allowed. You do 17 seasons of something and you can
There was another one I saw the other day. And it was like right in that same space.
Same space. Yeah, those.
If I can remember, I was like,
because those got me like.
It makes me crazy, man.
Yeah, that shit. That will fire you up.
It's so not cool. It's like
right,
when people used to wear like Dharma Initiative shirts, which was
what's that?
That
Lost?
was the secret organization in Lost.
Oh!
This shit's not cool.
Shit ain't right.
It's not cool. And my not cool, I don't mean like, hey man, you're not cool for doing it. I mean like, that's not cool to do to me.
Not you, him. What you're doing to him.
Not cool.
Yeah,
it's cruelty.
It's funny because when I see it, I know how much it bothers you. That it's nice for me because what could send me over the edge, it can transfer and just know that like
send that down
if he
the
was
line.
here and saw this guy, he would flip the fuck out.
It's so crazy.
It's crazy.
It's so fucking crazy to me.
Well, you like the show.
No, I don't even. It's not the show.
Did you finish it?
It's not even the show. No, I didn't finish
I
it.
know it's wild.
I'm waiting until I relapse and then I get sober again and I'll finish it.
And
that
finish
time.
it up. It's really the best for like after
Early
like
sobriety.
like early wagon work.
I think
They
it's
call it
what it's for.
It's called
I think.
wagon work.
It's why it's so successful because most people are in that
Post surgery,
post-op, post-sobriety, post-OD.
post breakup.
It's the best time for
It's really
that. 888-842-2357. We are playing live September 7th, Saturday in Dallas, Texas at the Texas Theater. Tickets available now on our website, UhhYeahDude.com. Also there are our show notes.
Saturday night, September 7th at the Texas Theater in Dallas, Texas.
Yes. We have a merch store. Wow. All our episode show notes. Also a link to pledge to us on Patreon, Patreon. That allows us to stay ad-free, commercial-free. Also gives you guys access to the show archives, the video versions of the show that we film here, all the live shows, etc. You could also pledge a one-time. You could donate to us or do a one-time donation to us on Venmo if you don't want to have a recurring type charge. Our Venmo is the handle UYD4L. UID number 4 letter L. UID for life. I think you can also find it from my name, Jonathan Larroquette. UID@me.com is the email address, and you can also find us on Facebook, Instagram, stuff like that. Most importantly, tell a friend and come back for 740.
That was a good job. Yeah, 888-842-2357. Anything that we've talked about, anything you can share or add or correct, please do. And then, you just, the most important thing is you come back for our 740th episode. Have a great life.
Have a great life, everybody.
Have a great, safe life, everybody. Seatbelts.
Seatbelts.